So hello, welcome back guys on my channel. So today my video topic is the Wuthering new character, which is the Mornye, which is going to release like a few days later. By the time this video is going to release, I guess the character going to be live on your server. Now after the video and you are going to decide is this character going to be really beneficial for you or not. After release of version 3.0 in Wuthering West, they sneak peek so many new characters and they also announced so many new characters in this version 3.0, and Mornye is another interesting one. But before Mornye, let's talk about the Lina, where she just totally blew out the community's mind. Why? Because when we saw her into the live stream, we thought that she is just nothing but another like a filler character or another like a normal niche character. But when she released onto the live server or global server, people really blew away through so many testing, because she does not even provide a huge amount of buff, but she deals also a good amount of damage being a sub DPS. So what is the main selling point here is that she even give you a free to play version of 49% all types of damage buff towards the whole team member. But with the help of her signature weapon, she can give you up to 73% in that case. After Lina, people have a high expectation of Mornye because he is another broad blade fusion support character. Few days ago, Wuthering West also announced, or you can say the revealed their new character's gameplay, which is the Amath, and Amath is also another fusion main DPS character. And you already know that how that Wuthering West have a schedule about their main DPS, and before the main DPS release, they release their best in slot support character. And I guess by the element of this character of this Mornye and also the Amath, I guess Mornye is going to be the best in slot support for the Amath one, because of their, not because of their fusion damage things, but the history repeat itself, because there was a time when the Phoebe was released before Zani, and when the people skip Phoebe pull for Zani, they think that how much they need to perform Zani to the fullest level with the Phoebe. Without Phoebe, Zani is totally a dog shit one. So let's talk about a small introduction about our new character, which is the Mornye. So Mornye is a 5-star broad blade fusion support character. She deals also a good chunk of the character, and her kit is revolves around defense scaling. So she is just basically another shorekeeper, or you can say the shorekeeper 2.0. Why am I talking about this? Because shorekeeper is one of those character who can even give you a provide you a huge amount of heal, huge amount of crit rate and crit damage, and also deal so many good chunk of damage with her outro and also intro buff. So what Mornye does here, Mornye is another defense scaling character instead of the HP scaling, and she provides a huge amount of heal buff to the whole team member, and also her kit revolves around tune build up rate towards the whole team member. So how does it work? As you already know that Wuthering has introduced a new tune break mechanics to the game in after version 3.0, and this tune break mechanics only acquired if you just apply a same element for a certain amount of time, then the tune break will appear, and this tune break can give you a extra damage. But this tune break damage can be altered if your support character have a capability of increasing the number. Now this tune break can comes if your support character have a capability of highly build up rate in those during time. So Mornye does have it, and for that reason, if you just deploy Mornye into, or if you have Mornye into in your team, the tune break will appear much faster, and also the damage will be much more higher than ever, and you can even clear the content much faster than ever. So that's all these things. Now another thing is that on her kit, which is the Shinotomi field, which is another forte circuit of her kit, just like the storekeeper, when she just fill up her Shinotomi field and she just use some kind of special animation attack, and that special animation attack going to provide you a huge amount of HP healing to your whole team member, and also provide a huge amount of attack buff. Now her alt intro skill, which is just another character will come up after her, that intro skill will provide you 25% damage amplification, or you can say the damage buff towards your team member. Now is that even good? Because Lina was providing you a 49% all types of damage buff, but by considering Lina, she does not even have any other capabilities or abilities to give provide you beside than her all types of damage buff. But on the other hand, about Mornye, she can even give you heal, attack buff, and also the damage amplification, which is 25%. So what if she just give you a 73% or 49%? then she will be like a most broken character, and the balance between Lina and also the Mornye would not be the same again. So that's all for this kit. I'm just giving a brief description about her kit. Let's talk about her signature weapon. Well, her signature weapon, according to her kit, which is a defense scaling, but her signature weapon is totally energy based weapon. Now, why energy based? Because she does require a high energy amount to uptime her ultimate most of the time. Why am I talking about this? Because he's just another shorekeeper case where shorekeeper does require her main signature weapon to have a huge amount of energy to uptime her ultimate, because her ultimate was the only one who can provide you huge amount of crit rate and crit damage buff all the time towards the whole team member. Now, in that case of the shorekeeper, she does not even require her signature weapon. She can even gain that kind of much of flexibility through the forester weapon and also other craftable weapons. But in case of Mornye, she does require her signature weapon, but signature weapon does not even like a huge beneficial for you, just because that signature weapon going to give you a crit damage, which is the lock behind her main one. Well, for shorekeeper, she does not even lock behind her crit and crit damage with a signature weapon, but for real Mornye case, she does, because her signature weapon provide you 20% of crit damage towards the whole team member for a 4%, but that 4% does not going to give you a huge amount of boost unless your team member is a one shot or other things. So for that reason, I think this signature weapon is not going to provide you a huge chunk of things, just like the Lina one, because Lina one also provide you a 25% all types of damage buff, which just exit her own personal damage buff to 49 to 73%, which is a huge increase. But in case of Mornye, she does not even that of a good one. So I guess you should be skipping her signature weapon and use the available existing free to play option one. So that's all for this her signature one. And let's talk about a eco set, which is going to be the new eco set, which is a healing eco set. And this healing eco set is going to be provide you huge amount of heal and also huge amount of attack buff towards your whole team member, as the crit and also other things that revolves around her, which is actually really interesting. And her team synergy is going to be really universal one, just like the shorekeeper one. And it is really interesting to see that after like a 1 or 1.5 years later, they are releasing another support characters which does have a healing capabilities and also buffing capabilities beside the shorekeeper. And I guess this time shorekeeper will have a really good competitor to the game. Move on to our final topic, which is the should you even pull her or not. So as I already mentioned before, that Wuthering have a really bad history about like releasing a main dedicated support character for your next high DPS character, and it is really actually frustrating to see that when they release the Phoebe before Zani and people skip Phoebe, and when the Zani was released, people realize how a Phoebe required to Zani fully perform perfectly. So I guess in that case you should not do make any kind of mistake pulling for her. And beside than that, Phoebe was a spectrophagel which is only works on Zani and beside then Phoebe on herself. But in case of Mornye, she can provide you a universal usability towards your whole team member and whole roster to your existing characters on your account. So I guess she could be a really good pickup. And besides than that, they are going to release a Amath, and I guess Amath is going to be required this Lina and also the Mornye to perform beast form. So I guess in my case, I'm suggesting you to pull for her if you are lacking for us like a healer characters. I guess this is going to be a really perfect one. And if you are really thinking of pulling for Lina, I guess Lina also a good pickup, and pulling for her is going to be really good option. But if you just short amount of pull and lost 50-50 on Lina Vanna, please don't be sad, because Mornye is going to be really helpful or going to be lighten up your mood when she going to release. So in my opinion, I'm going to pull for her and you should too. That's all for this video. I hope you really already like it. If you like it, leave a like and leave a comment also about this video, and see you on the next video. Peace.